It's time for the Book Tower Challenge. I found this on Josh Book Lover's page. This is my challenge. It's all cute. I have to gather 20 books in 3 minutes and alphabetize them. I don't have much faith in my chances, but let's see how this goes. Also, special thanks to my father for filming for me. Alright, 3 minutes. Let's do this. The first book in a series. Fablehaven. Second book in a different series. Sea of Monsters. Book with blue on the cover. Children of the Lamp. Book with 7 letters in the title. 6. Oh, I can't count. Can't count, guys. T-H-E-W-I-S-H. Ha! First try. A book you have never read. A book with the sky on it. Technically? Yes! Ha! An author whose name begins with the same. I'm not sure I have any who begin with K.
K. Any authors begin with K? Anybody? Their last name begins with K. But I think that was the illustrator. I don't know any authors whose name begins with K. Like, nobody does.
I'm skipping this one. A classic. Classic shelf. A non-fiction. A book with 4+ colors on the cover or on the spine. A New York Times bestseller. Oh, that one's worldwide. I'm pretty sure it was New York Times too. The smallest book I own. The Tiny Book of Tiny Stories. The latest book you bought. A book with a face on the cover. A spin-off. Ooh, I feel like counting that one. A book published 10+ years ago. A book with a sequel coming out next year. I'm not positive about this one, but I think so. Author alliteration, Vivian van de Velde. It's a triple alliteration, I should get extra points. Book with an epilogue. And then my camera died, so we don't quite have those last few seconds of footage. I did grab the 20th book, so let's go through what books I grabbed. For our first book in a series, I got Fablehaven by Brandon Mull. For a second book in a different series, I got Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan. For a book with blue on the cover, I got The Blue Djinn of Babylon by P.B. Kerr, which not only has blue on the cover, but actually has blue in the title. I get extra points for that, right? No? Okay. For a book with 7 letters in the title, I got T-H-E-W-I-S-H, The Wish by Gail Carson Levine. For a book I've never read, I got The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. I do intend to read it, really I do. Probably. For a book with the sky on it, I got The Luck of the Bodkins by P.G. Wodehouse. Look how pretty the sky is. All blue. I did not get an author whose name begins with the same letter as yours, which is really sad because Kate DiCamillo was just sitting there. Not only does it begin with the same first letter, it's actually the same name. And she's one of my favorite authors. It's just sad. Sad. For a classic, I grabbed 5 Charles Dickens books, which I think should give me extra points, right? Like 4 extra points because I grabbed 5 books. Okay, it's only 1 binding, and I don't think the game works like that, but still. For a nonfiction, I got The Oxford History of Britain, which I really only keep on my shelf so that when there are challenges that say grab a nonfiction, I have one on hand. Someday I'll read it. And if you believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you. For a book with 4 more colors on the spine, I grabbed Maze of the Beast, one of the Del Toro Quest books, which has the Belt of Del Toro, and this one has 6 gems on it. The topaz, the ruby, the opal, the lapis lazuli, the emerald, and the amethyst, and they're all in beautiful color. For a book that is a New York Times bestseller and says New York Times bestseller on the cover, I grabbed Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which actually says worldwide bestseller, and thusly I do not get this point. For the smallest book I own, I had to grab The Tiny Book of Tiny Stories. It's just so little and cute, and it says tiny in the cover. I get extra points for that, right? Right? Extra points? latest book you bought, I grabbed Castle in the Air by Diana Wynne Jones. I really need to buy more books because this one's been the latest I bought for quite a while, so I just need to buy more books, right? For a book with a face on the cover, I grabbed Ella Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine, which totally has a person, a face, and it's not even a movie copy, so there. For a spin-off, I grabbed The Golden Door by Emily Rada, which takes place in the same world as the Del Toro Quest books and has kind of some of the same characters, sort of. That's complicated, but is totally a spin-off of that series. For a book published 10 or more years ago, I grabbed Collected Jules Verne. All of these books were published like 100 years ago, so that counts. For a book with a sequel coming out next year, I grabbed Alcatraz vs. the Shadowed Lens by Brandon Sanderson. There have been rumors that the sequel is coming out next year, so I'm counting this one. For an author alliteration, I grabbed a book by the wonderful Vivian van de Velde, whose name is a triple alliteration. I should totally get extra points for that. Or she should get extra points for that, just for being awesome. For a book with an epilogue, I grabbed the same one that everybody else grabbed, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, because, you know, it's the book with the epilogue. And finally, though you did not see me grab it, for a book that features a made-up word in the title, I grabbed The Last of the Really Great Winged Doodles by Julie Andrews Edwards. So I got 18 points, except that the challenge is to alphabetize them, and I did not get even close to that, so really I got 0 points. This challenge is really hard. Anyways, I forgot to tag anybody, but if while you're watching this you think that challenge looks crazy and fun, please do it because it is fun and crazy. And then let me know that you did it because I would love to watch your craziness. Thanks for watching and happy reading. By P.B. Kerr. Yeah, I totally got his name right. The Blue Gin of Babylon. I almost said the Blue Gin of Kerr. I keep like throwing it. This book has a weird balance, okay? No. Blech. Castles in the Air by Diana Wynne Jones. It's only one castle. Ella Enchanta. Doesn't really look how I imagined Ella, but whatevs. And they're actually connecting characters. Oh my gosh, it's just so cool. Gets distracted. For a book published 10 or more years ago, I grabbed 4, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can count. I actually don't believe the sequel exists, but we'll see. Vivian van de Velde. Do you get a cooler name? I don't think so. Anyways, I grabbed Curses Incorporated, which is brilliant, and I'm not here to review books, but this one is awesome. Which is awesome. And Winged Doodles.